Okay, so as you can tell, that is my reaction to the Xbox One conference for E3. I'm sorry, folks, I cannot get behind the system whatsoever. So before I start my rant, any of you who are Microsoft fans or are offended by anything bad that's sent towards Microsoft without actually realizing what we people are trying to tell you and what we're trying to explain to you and show you, you might as well just stop watching this video and unsubscribe from my channel, because unfortunately, I always try to take the good and bad in things when I do my reviews, when I do anything, but unfortunately this time around I cannot see much of or any good at all. So you might as well just go right now, because this is gonna, I'm pretty much ripping Microsoft a new one right now. So right now we're gonna start with the games, which to me were pretty pathetic in many ways. So here we go. We're gonna start off with Titanfall. Half first-person shooter, half mech warrior. Now, I like robots and everything like that, but unfortunately first-person shooters are just getting really overdone these days, and I'm just getting, quite frankly, fucking sick and tired of them. Just, that's all anybody seems to want to do. They all try to, just create the next Call of Duty or something, you know, and it's just fucking bullshit. The game looked okay in some ways, but again, not enough to make me want to buy the system, nor to even give two shits about it. If I want to play games like that, I'll just play Mech Warrior, or I'll go back and play the old Armored Core games on PS2 and PS1 and shit. That's what I'll do. Next game up, the Forza Racing. Did any of you really fucking see what was on that stage? Nobody gave two shits that it was a car. Oh, look at that bright orange car. It looks so fucking great. I want that car. Oh wait, I'll never be able to afford a nice car like that. Oh well, I'll just play the game and I'll imagine myself in the car. It's stupid. Now, I got friends who love racing games, but even they're like, that's not what we wanted to see from this. Because they're not just racing game fans, they play other types of games. So when they buy a system, they don't just want to buy it for that one game. I'm sorry, racing games, to me, they're all the same. I've been playing them in arcades and on systems like my whole life, and pretty much it's only Need for Speed and Gran Turismo, and even Need for Speed and Gran Turismo have lost their luster over the years. So, fortunately, that's how I look at it. Next up, an Xbox exclusive, which I told people was going to happen and they didn't fucking listen to me. I was crucified, made fun of, ridiculed, but look who's laughing now, fuckers. Dead Rising 3 is the Xbox exclusive. Now, I was generally mad about this. And then I went and saw, I saw the conference, and I saw what they showed at it. I saw the announcement trailer for Dead Rising 3, and honestly, nope, I don't see Frank West, I don't see Chuck Green. Maybe they'll make an appearance in the game, I don't know. But sadly, I'm not sold on it. It looks somewhat okay. It's got that whole GTA open world bullshit going on in the game, and no load screens apparently, and everything's a weapon. You know, I guess that's okay, but character-wise, Frank West would have been a better choice. So, for right now, I'm just going to wait for the port, or a sequel or something. We'll call it Dead Rising 3, what was it? Off the Record to Frank West is Best Edition or something. That's what we're going to call it, because sadly, Frank West is the best. That guy is fucking badass. And I'm not taking this new guy, Nick, the mechanic. It's pretty much just Chuck Green almost. So, not feeling it, not feeling that game whatsoever. I'll just wait until they port it to the PS4, which they probably will do. So all of you who are going to buy an Xbox One for Dead Rising 3, well, if the game gets ported, I'm going to feel fucking bad for you. I'm going to feel fucking bad if you even have the thought of buying that goddamn system. Next up, Project Spark. It's pretty much Farmville meets RPG Maker. Now, if any of you don't know what the RPG Maker was, it was a program on the PC years ago, and it was translated and all this stuff by a Russian guy who went by the alias Don Miguel. And it was just a very fun game to play and create. The RPG Maker is you create your own game, your own RPG, create the characters, do the spell cast, create their special attacks. I had such a fun time playing those all throughout the years, but RPG Maker 2000 stands as my favorite one of all time. So I see this game, and you know what, I'm thinking, okay, well, you know, this actually looks pretty good in some ways. Then they got to do the voice-activated thing. Mountain, you get the whole mountains. Arctic world, everything, you get a whole Arctic land and stuff. So they create. You can create, like, once you do that, you can go in depth into the world, go to like a specific area, raise up the land so it becomes like a hill, and like have it drop to like a cliff, and then at the bottom of the cliff there'd be like a town or something, and dig around the grass to make a moat and everything like they were showing. And that was pretty cool. But then they made the rock. They turned the rock into a pet. I guess you can transform things into actual people and all that stuff at one point when you get all that jazz. And again, that's somewhat cool, but they lost me when the freaking little pet rock, when it was fighting the goblins, turned into a freaking mech warrior robot magic thing. So I was like, okay, right there, done. So I was like, I'm fucking done with that game already. You had a chance, Xbox, but pff, you blew it, of course. Next up, Sunset Overdrive. Pretty much a Mirror's Edge ripoff. I was not impressed from what I saw of that game. Did not like it one bit, and unfortunately, I can't get behind it. Graphic-wise, I didn't like how it looked. It just wasn't for me, and like I said, I just felt too much like Mirror's Edge when I was watching it, and I just wanted to stab my eyes out, man. So on to the next game, Rise, Son of Rome. It's pretty much friggin', what do you call it there, Dragon's Dogma meets Dynasty Warriors. I could go on a huge rant about why I don't like this game. Pretty much, I'll give you the short. Didn't appeal to me right off the bat. Saw a lot of the people who were pissed off and not liking the game. I know there was people out there who said that the game looks amazing and everything, but to me, it just seems like it was already had been done before. Next up on the list, we're going to go right to Killer Instinct. Now, this was a game that everybody had been waiting years for, and unfortunately, it's only an Xbox exclusive, so fuck you, Microsoft. Now, I wasn't really a big fan of the original Killer Instinct, even though I do have it. It was made 18 years ago for the Super Nintendo. And I really loved the game and playing with my friends, because the game did have great music and characters, but it just wasn't one of those games that like I kept going back and playing over the years. So I felt bad for a lot of the fans, and I know a lot of my fans watching right now are huge Killer Instinct fans. And I feel really bad for you guys. You finally get the game you want, and it's on a system that you don't want to play on. You know, you get the game that you finally want, you're finally able to play, and Xbox One just gives you the big middle finger. And thank you, Rare, for allowing Microsoft to fucking buy you out. Because Donkey Kong Country Returns could have been a lot better of a game if we were able to have the old characters in there. Just saying. So, let's talk about another one. Oh, yes, of course. Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain. Oh, fuck yeah. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait. It's not an Xbox exclusive? Oh, that's right, because it's going to be on PS4 where it rightly belongs. Of course. And that could be a reason for most people to get a Xbox, because The Phantom Pain will probably be one of the best goddamn games they ever make for that system. But it's going to be on PS4, so no dice. No dice whatsoever. Microsoft, you are not getting me to buy a system just for that one game. And everybody knows, diehard Metal Gear fan, right up there, it's tied with my favorite Resident Evil. It's my two favorite series of all time, but it's going to be on the PS4, so sorry. You ain't going to get it from me. I'm not giving you the money for it. Let's talk, the limit has been increased from 100 friends on your Xbox to now infinite, it seems. Who the fuck cares? Because if you got 100 friends on Xbox Live, you better be fucking famous, or you just have no life and met these people and just randomly add them like people do on fucking Facebook. So, yeah. And, let's talk about the last thing. $500 fucking dollars for your system. Does this mean your controllers will now cost $60 because they cost $50? Is your games that are $60 going to cost $70 to $80 now? Because I guarantee you, that could be what they fucking do. You already fucked us when we're not allowed to trade the games in or let our friends borrow them. So hey, you might as well just keep raping us and stealing our wallet while you do it. Just saying, that's how I feel. So, that is the end of my little rant of the E3 conference for Microsoft. Right now, the big, for the competition to win, you guys already fucking lost. You goddamn blew it. So now it's just Sony and Nintendo. So I pray we know what they fucking give us. Because right now, I have no hope for Microsoft anymore. Not that I really had it once I heard about all this shit going on. So I will cover and do rant videos for Sony and Microsoft. Sony and Nintendo in the coming hours. So, well, until tomorrow. I'll probably get the Nintendo one up Tuesday or Wednesday. So leave your comments down below if you can leave any hateful ones. Well, fuck you guys, because there's no way that you can defend Microsoft at this point. So I'm one Big Boss. Thank you for joining me for this gut-wrenching, horrible, evil rant, and I will see you all next time.